Oh man, what a time for the stream to blow up there.
Apologies to everyone on the stream for not hearing my guttural yell, but I will do my
I think
best
they
to
got
recover
it,
here.
but yeah, we've had a blowing up
But yes,
OBS today.
the Sierra Nevada Grizzlies, I believe, take game one. It's felt like 2 games of play here, but they will take it 3-2 in overtime.
Still got a whole other
And
game
we
to
will
play.
proceed
Oh no.
to the second game. It does not feel like we've had only 1 game of play. It's felt more like a playoff game here. But what have you seen from the 2 teams, Log?
It's super action-packed matchup here. A lot of skill on both sides. I apologize again. We lost that last goal there at the very end of it. The stream just blew up. I've had some difficulties throughout the day, but between these 2 teams, it's been a phenomenal matchup. I think they're very evenly matched. They both got that razzle-dazzle offensively, and the goalies have both been great tonight, so we had a close game.
Yeah, definitely an action-packed game. That's one of the most intense games I've seen in a long time. The game begins.
They may take a second.
Oh, there we go. I think wonder what happened there, but appears they've aborted the game for now, and will return to warm-ups.
They may take a short break because they had 2 or 3 OTs.
Yes. Yes, I will take a quick break here to grab some water, folks. I'm not sure if you can hear me. My throat is definitely a little parched from that, so I will be back in 1 moment where you will hear log or starting soon screen. Please, 1 moment.
Yeah, they're one or the other. We'll do the sponsors real quick, I guess. Why not? He's getting his water. This is brought to you by the Remport Tradebreaker. Go there to check out all your favorite PSL news, drops, drama, action, much, much more as we get ready for playoffs. Of course, the D1 playoffs are already underway. D3 will start this Sunday, and D2 on October 20th. Next sponsor, NeetCube. Interactions failed. And finally, a new one, Next Shift. Go there to get better at puck, talk to mentors, grow the community, and all those great things. You can get VOD reviews. They do all sorts of things, and they're adding more and more stuff. It's brand new, brought to you by Rand himself, so go check that out as we get ready for the second game. The first game felt like a very, very long one. Yes, Dazzle, you were mentioned, sir, as a couple people joining the lobby now, wondering what game they're on because the first game went so long. Again, apologies missing that Grizzlies goal there at the very end. As we get ready here for the third game. If you're just joining us, the Grizzlies won the first game 3-2 in OT. And
an extremely action-packed game, may I add.
There you go.
Game constantly turnover and beautiful breakaways followed by beautiful saves and beautiful rebounds. I'd honestly call that a game of just rebound after rebound after rebound, and there were multiple points where both teams capitalized on them, but the Grizzlies definitely getting the better advantage there.
The OT winner was, in fact, Moose, and Milk, the goalie, got the primary assist in that. Someone asked in chat. I believe it was Marcus. Yeah.
Moose and Goose definitely battling out constantly, but the Moose proving to indeed be on the loose as he's let loose on the Spirit of St. Louis, who unfortunately do not capitalize on it.
Yeah, as we just wait.
Definitely a rhyming battle here between these teams, right? With their players.
Yeah, absolutely.
Suppose even the players need a break from that overtime. That was definitely intense on a lot of ends in terms of just the amount of difficulties for both teams and even our own production as it comes to a screeching halt. But we still managed to get the goal on stream, so there is something there, hopefully.
Got my task manager opened up now, keeping an eye on that, just in case like the stream bitrate's like blowing it up. I turn that down a bit. Haven't had that issue in a while, so it's really odd to have that twice today. Hopefully not 3 times. Hopefully only twice.
Definitely a knock on wood for that one.
Right? Yeah.
Sorry, just resting my throat and drinking my coated tea right here. Feeling a little better.
There you go.
But ready to dive right back into the action of Game 2 between the Sierra Nevada Grizzlies and the Spirit of St. Louis. And no, I will not pronounce it St. Louis because I refuse to. I may be wrong, but I stand on my own principles. Or I may be wrong, but I am confidently wrong.
Looks like
Almost
both teams
wonders
are
when
just about ready.
Hope. Wonder how long the audience can take before they start demanding our heads for not producing even more action-packed puck.
Yeah, it's been an action-packed night throughout the entire night. We had the Waco Weathermen playing the Minnesota Riptide in 2 great games earlier in the evening. And, of course, this matchup now, as it looks like Puck Drop is underway for Game 2.
Yes, as here we go as the Grizzlies win the faceoff as Panther moves up going center. Still moves it around and goes wide of Fight Lash, who just manages to go across safely as Panther sends it across and it's batted away by Moose.
Oh,
and
man.
Fight Lash manages to get the body in and keep it there as it's sent behind the end as Veron gets up. Veron, Matvey, Michkov across. Battle with Nerov and Veron and Panther as Veron gets a breakaway, but it's batted away by Milk, who sends it all the way up the end of the ice, and Frosty controls it. Moose sends it down. Matvey Michkov along the boards in the neutral zone, and Panther gets it up center. Panther moving across all the way to the left, and Panther getting a shot off, and it goes high of Fight Lash. Supa keeping it in the offensive zone. Panther going behind, but it'll be beaten there by Goodhart. Goodhart along as he goes up the boards. Veron back to Frosty. Frosty sends it across as Milk gets it up, but not quite out of the zone as Frosty gets back control of it, going down to Sonic, who takes it across down the offensive zone, moves it back in, dumps it. It will be taken away by Matvey Michkov, who sends it all the way across to the neutral zone, and Veron bats it in. And Sonic tries to get across, but it goes back to Moose, who's on his own. And Frosty grabs it, but Moose takes it back, and it's controlled by Frosty and Goodhart as Moose sends it and tries to get across it, but doesn't manage. Sonic sending it to Goodhart. Goodhart along the boards. Supa getting it behind as Sonic will control it in the offensive zone as he goes in behind the net and tries a wraparound, doesn't manage it as Goodhart bats it across over the net as it's sent it behind in a dangerous zone as Supa sends it wide. And Moose tries to get it clear, but not quite as Moose has to then again bat it out of the defensive end of the Grizzlies as they cool down that very hot and very dangerous play by the Spirit of St. Louis.
Very, very dangerous and nearly a 1-0 game, but we're still a Goose Eggs here tonight.
Yeah, Goose and Moose neither laying an egg, despite Goose's namesake. Matvey Michkov getting it across, sending it to the corner. Corner going up as it's sent too far as it goes to Supa at the blue line. Supa sends it across as Panther tries to bat it, but he goes well wide and follows through too much with the stick. Frosty goes up the boards to Sonic in the neutral zone. Moose sends it across as there's traffic, and somehow Sonic sends it all the way and dumps it into the offensive zone as Supa gets it across to Matvey. Matvey with Veron closing at him as he goes up the boards. all the way to the other end, ices it. Frosty gets back control of it for the Spirit of St. Louis. Frosty chips it up as it's bounced off Moose's stick, and Moose sends it across to Matvey Michkov as it's a 3-on-2, and Matvey Michkov flubs and loses the puck as Veron tries to capitalize, but he can't quite get in there as Panther sends it away as Sonic moves into the blue line at center ice, sends it across just barely wide of Milk, but a very high danger shot as it's chipped up in front of Milk. Milk just sending it away as Sonic moves it back in and can't get a shot off quite as it's sent over by Milk as Milk tries to go away with it as Sonic sends it across and it goes wide again of Milk. St. Louis not getting it right on Milk like Grizzlies are getting it right on Fight Lash. Moose sending it across up the boards. Panther along the left side of the boards, cutting across, sending a center as it's poked away by Goodhart, and the Spirit of St. Louis will maintain control as Matvey Michkov comes up as it becomes a 2-on-1 with Goodhart and Veron. Closing in on Milk as Supa makes a defensive play as Goodhart sends it across, and Supa once again bats his stick away to deny a shot on net by either Goodhart or Veron. Great play by Supa there.
Yeah, really great defensive play after the rest of the team kind of let him down there. Recovers in the 2-on-1, there, so good for Supa. Oh, man! Oh!
It just barely misses as it settles in the crease, and I think that was Sonic who manages to send it all the way across in the final 10 seconds of the game. Matvey Michkov goes along the boards, but he loses it. Sonic with one last play from the Spirit of St. Louis as he sends it up, but he will lose that, and Supa safely bats it away to the corner. It blocks it, and that will do for the first period between the Sierra Nevada Grizzlies and the St. Louis Blues. Excuse me, I apologize. The Spirit of St. Louis. I'm speaking at 50 words a second. I apologize, folks.
So it's Sonic shoots the puck, shoots the one-timer. Fight Lash makes a save, and it doesn't breadbasket per se, but it kind of trickles behind him there. So he makes a save, and it trickles behind him. And Sonic wasn't the one who shot it, pardon me, but someone shot the puck, and Sonic swiped that out as it goes behind the goaltender. So nearly inches away from being 1-0.
No score apiece as it goes back to the Grizzlies' end, and Milk comes out to shoot it all the way down as Sonic bats it to the logo, and Moose will send it up. Goodhart will get in the way of that, and he moves up center ice, trying to make a play, does so, moves to center ice. Goodhart sending it across and wide once again, and Matvey Michkov batting it away all the way up to Moose, who is on the loose on the left side, and Frosty he goes for the pass, but he doesn't, and it goes right off the crossbar by Moose, and that goes well over once it bounces off the crossbar as Veron takes it down in his own end, going behind, sending it back across to Sonic. Moose tries to take it away, doesn't. Denied by Sonic as Moose takes it again behind his own goal. No, sorry, excuse me, behind the opponent's goal. Veron manages to take it away, going center into the neutral zone. Panther getting a stick in there to deny a pass. Supa fighting for the puck there as it's won by Panther up the left side as he's in all alone against 3 defenders. Panther on the left side breaks the ankles, goes all the way across to Moose, but Veron manages to get in the way as he dumps it down the offensive zone as Sonic manages to get away with it somehow as Frosty sends it up and goes wide. So many St. Louis players just missing the net wide this game. As Panther sends it across to Matvey Michkov as it's taken away by Sonic, denied by Matvey Michkov, who sends it up. And Moose fights for it, but Goodhart will maintain possession in the zone. Sends it up to neutral ice to Veron in the offensive zone. Veron manages to win away with it, but he goes wide and shoots up too high of the net as Panther sends it all the way down into the opponent's end, and Moose looks like he might win that, sending it back, but Sonic will get there. Matvey slowing him down enough to deny a potential breakaway opportunity. Veron loses it to Supa in the offensive zone for the Spirit of St. Louis as Veron gets it. Sonic interfering with his own teammate there. Matvey behind his own net. Matvey sending it up the left side of the boards. Panther shooting all the way to the opponent's end. Shooting it, getting it across. Moose.
Oh.
Panther gets a shot off as Fightlash makes a terrific save there to deny this game, which is at no score apiece. And Milk comes out to send it all the way down. And will not quite get it there for Panther as it's taken away by Goodhart. Panther trying to annoy him, but is unsuccessful. And it's sent up to Sonic, who gets it across Veron, who shoots it over the net again. So many over the net or wide shots this game. It's incredible. One would think their angles on their sticks are turned up too much. Yeah, Goodhart getting it behind his own net. Trying to maintain control. Moose pressuring him, annoying him. Moving up the boards is Goodhart, who maintains pressure by Moose. Moose trying to get it in. Goodhart going all the way to the offensive zone, shooting it down as it's blocked by Milk, who doesn't quite manage to control it properly. But it's off the netting and manages to get it away as Matvey Michkov sends it to the other side of the net. So, excuse me, center ice. And Panther manages to go with it as it's poked away by Sonic down into the offensive zone. Supa sends it up into the opponent's defensive zone. And the offensive zone for the Grizzlies as Moose trying to manage something, but it bounces off several bodies and goes back to the possession of Veron, who sends it up to Goodhart. But Supa will say no thank you for that and sends it back down. Matvey Michkov goes to Sonic in the opposite end of the ice. Panther and Sonic battling for it. Sonic winning. Sonic sending it up to Goodhart. Goodhart getting all the way ahead. Sends it up, shoots, and it goes over the net of Milk once again. As Supa sends it up to Matvey Michkov along the boards in the defensive zone for the Grizzlies. As the Grizzlies get it up for Moose, who is on the loose, but not quite there too far. But he moves it across as Moose goes all the way up to center ice to take a shot. Goes down to Panther, who misses the tip-in, as that will do for the second period. Blog, I don't know about you, but there's a lot of just missed shots there. It feels like these folks need to go back to accuracy shooting.
Good. I need Goody to put one in the back of the net here. Here's my prediction for first goal of the night. Gotta be Goody here. He's banging on the door, missing the net a few times, but I think he's going to get it here.
Both teams definitely fighting for it. This would be a fantastic playoff matchup.
Really good.
Playing for either team. This would be amazing to watch in playoffs, but we will have to see that in a few weeks. Moose sends it up the side. Goodhart back into his own end, goes behind the net. Sends it up across from, nope, he manages to send it just a little wide. Break checks Panther as Goodhart goes up. Moose and Panther on him. Panther takes it away as it's a 2-on-1. Moose and Panther. Panther ahead. Panther going in, deking out as Panther Frosty bats it away. Matvey Michkov manages it at center ice. He goes all the way down, takes it across, shoots it. No, he just manages to barely flip it. And Panther sends it across. Fightlash whiffs on it, doesn't quite get there. Moose sends it down, goes across, and it's denied by Goodhart, who sends it back to the corner. Veron controlling it up the boards, goes to center ice. Supa denies it, but it goes back to the possession of Veron as Veron and Goodhart send up the right side of the offensive zone. And it's sent back to Sonic, who sends it all the way back up. Moose taking it at center ice, and he will beat Frosty on it as Moose goes all the way down. Sonic bats it out of the air at center, denying an opportunity to make a shot on Fightlash. Goodhart all the way in the neutral zone at center ice. Moose sends it across. Matvey Michkov going all the way in. Matvey Michkov across. He bounces it off as Fightlash denies it just barely as it's sent wide. Panther with a shot across and a pass attempt. Nothing there as no one was home. And Moose trying to get it across. Panther bumping into his own teammate, and Panther scores with a top left shot to beat Fightlash for the first goal of the game, going to the Sierra Nevada Grizzlies.
Panther, perfect reception in the slot bang. He's a guy that can shoot it. Seen him way too many times putting goals on me, and here he is in D2. And his team's up 1-0.
It's a perfect setup play, as once again, it's another rebound goal by Panther. Make this a 1-0 affair with 3 minutes left, a little over 3 minutes left in the third period, as Panther and Matvey Michkov go on another breakaway. Matvey Michkov all alone, going down.
Oh!
Matvey Michkov scores! In on his own with a pass and breakaway for Matvey Michkov as he goes all the way to make the shot and beat Fight Lash. 2-0 Sierra Nevada Grizzlies.
The execution was perfect here. It's been perfect by the Grizzlies for the past minute, and they are up 2-0 now, laying it all on the Spirit of St. Louis. Matvey with the goal, and the assist goes to Panther.
Goodhart going down into his own end. Sends it across to Panther. Panther tries. Very dangerous play up by Goodhart. But Panther doesn't manage to capitalize it. Moose at center ice trying to maintain possession. As one of the Sierra Nevada Grizzly players goes down. Seems like one of them's disconnected. Moose going down as the Sierra Nevada Grizzlies are now on a penalty kill. Baron goes up, goes behind his own net, dangerously manages to get it to Fight Lash, who manages to poke it away from his own net. Baron moving up. Baron moving up, trying to take advantage of the penalty kill. Spirit of St. Louis on a power play. Goodhart managing to go across. Baron going at center ice. Baron taking a shot to Sonic. Sonic who tries to turn it around but doesn't manage to do it in time. Sonic sending it up. Going for a pass, and Milk manages to miss it, who goes for the wraparound, and it just manages to go off of Milk's pad. Barely just managing to get out of there as the Panthers as Panther tries to send it up to kill more time. Or what I can only assume is his teammate returning, as the Sierra Nevada Grizzlies are still on penalty kill. In the last minute and 15 seconds of the game, up 2-0. This is a very important time as Panther goes all the way down and wins it again as Panther goes in, shoots right off the skull of Fight Lash, and his ears are going to be ringing with that one for a while. As the Sierra Nevada Grizzlies send it all the way down, Panther cuts in front, goes across, dekes out. Panther sending it across, and he just flubs it, goes to the opposing corner, and Veron will lift that out as we're down to the last 45 seconds of the game. Spirit of St. Louis, very important play here as it comes off the stick of Moose as Milk manages to get out. Milk in a very dangerous play outside of his crease, and it goes all the way up to Supa. Supa just managing to go up and shoot wide of Fight Lash, as they manage to kill more time with the last 20 seconds of the game, as it goes all the way to Sonic, but it's batted away by Supa, who bats it away over his net, tips it up, and Goodhart sends it across to Sonic. Sonic goes wide, as that will be the last 5 seconds of the game, and that will do it with the Sierra Nevada. Oh, here we go. No, not quite, as the Spirit of St. Louis make one last play, but are not quite able to get there, as the Sierra Nevada Grizzlies win 2-0 in regulation against the Spirit of St. Louis. What a phenomenal game by the Sierra Nevada Grizzlies to take this win.
They took over. Absolutely took over in the end there, and they got the 2-0 dub. So, any last thoughts, Ali, on that one?
I can't say more than I've already said. Just a completely action-filled game, and I have no words for how the Sierra Nevada Grizzlies just completely took over. Moose being on the loose, Panther showing his fangs and claws, and Matvey Michkov being the highlight to me, as of course my own teammate, him playing to Panther many, many times and capitalizing on several rebounds. Supa also being a very good highlight, as you said, a D3 waiver claim, it seems. But definitely showing his defensive capabilities as one of probably the best defensive player that entire game, if not both games.
Yeah, really good stuff from Supa Woov.
It's lovely to see, and the Sierra Nevada Grizzlies have won, I believe, 5 points. That definitely takes them out of the bottom two, I believe, but we shall see in the coming weeks when the standings are updated and we see the final results.
Yeah.
But for the PHL Contender Division, I have been Ali Kent. This has been Log. Is there anything else you want to say, Log?
Get ready. D1 playoffs resume tomorrow, both semifinals, and we'll see y'all soon.
We will indeed see you all soon. Catch you all tomorrow at D1 Playoffs.
It's the Smudge. The Smudge are down low. Shrimp Gumbo, good defensive play. Kingtron. Kingtron tries to wrap it around. No chance. The defense really boxing off the offensive zone for the Smudge. Now it's a breakaway pass. Buzz Flibbit. Look out. He's got an open net. Oh, no. Buzz Flibbit. You have got to be kidding me. Well, now we know why he's in the booth more than the ice. No, I'm just kidding, Buzz. But, oh, man. His head is down. I've been there too, buddy. That was rough. 1-1 tie still. A chance for Buzz Flibbit to end it. Puff was thinking about coming out. Well, he did, actually. There's no thinking about it when you do it. And now they'll start all the way back in the Fire Ant zone. They're down low. They'll pass it up. It's Miku, number 39, for the Fire Ants. Typically a goalie, but he's taking a day off. Now Shrimp Gumbo. Good steal for the visitors. Shrimp Gumbo. Nice purple tape. Ooh, can't get around the defense.